Final question.
Yes, of course, yes.
Do you watch Game of Thrones?
I have watched bits of it. I haven't got into it but of course I know that Game of Thrones is filmed here in Northern Ireland, and not only that, but of course Game of Thrones is I think the next Star Wars movie. I think George Lucas is going to do a film about Obi-Wan Kenobi, as far as I know, which is going to be made here in Northern Ireland. But many, many wonderful things are made or come from Northern Ireland.
Is there a character in Game of Thrones, or even Star Wars, that you can identify with?
The trouble is, I don't know Game of Thrones well enough to be able to identify with any of the characters. Star Wars. I tell you what, I identify very much with the guy with the lightsaber. The Jedi Knights, that's it.
You mentioned Game of Thrones a minute ago. Which Game of Thrones character do you most identify with?
Well, God, I'm not going to say something cliche like Jon Snow, but what I'm going to just tell you is that the best story I heard about Jon Snow was that about Kit Harington, who's the character who plays, for those who don't watch Game of Thrones, the hero, is that he was apparently stopped for speeding in the province. And the police officer said to him, now there's two things that I can do. Either I can give you a speeding ticket, or you can tell me if you come back to life in the next episode of Game of Thrones. I thought it was a great story.
So you're getting out of actually giving an answer by that anecdote.
Oh, go on then. Jon Snow.